Yes. The devil, which taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, showeth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and saith unto him, All these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. Oh. Then saith Jesus unto him, Get thee hence, Satan. Oh. For it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. Yeah. Then the devil leaveth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him. Yeah. Now, this idea that the family's in control, yes, and you have to eat your own product, because you have to be on your own clones, yes, because you have to cover up your own crimes, yes, and there's nothing I can do. Well, it says here that I shall only worship the Lord my God, yes, and him only shall I serve, yeah. Now, let's say I documented that there's fraud and forgery, yes, child exploitation, kidnapping. Then there's the possibility of elder abuse, inheritances, grand larceny. Now, I know that you said, well, they're just not going to do anything because you've been promised the whole world. As an American citizen, I feel it's very much necessary that you give me custody of my sons, as I've told you. Yes. And that I speak to Marilyn Van Proyen, yes, about her involvement in all of this. Now, I shall only worship the Lord my God, and him only shalt I serve. Yes. There's this idea of the calling, and then there's the anointing. Yes. There's the ministry. Oh. Now, there's a teacher. Yes. A pastor. An evangelist. Yes. And then there's the prophet. Then there's that apostolic anointing where maybe I need to have prosecuted all of those that are legally liable for this. Maybe you could call Child Protective Services. Every employee of CPS in every state of the United States, yes, that says, well, it's child abuse for me not to pay child support. Poop! And it's child abuse for me to say anything to those that are civil rights coordinators about my sons being in the wrong grades. Yeah. Now, when I go through CPS, yes, go through the wage garnishments, and then go through where they eat at. Ooh. See, my concern was that Child Protective Services receives an immense amount of state and federal funding for each and every case of each child that they have control of. Yes. So get me the foster parents. Poop! Get me all of those that said, well, Paul has not done what we want. Yes. Now, I informed CPS, didn't I? Washington State. I emailed you the forgery of the ex officio Superior Court clerk. Yeah. I emailed you what looks like a forgery of the Superior Court Judge Brent Basden. Yeah. I emailed you the evidence of the actual dissolution of marriage being issued twice. Yes. And you were going to say that the $1.86, or if I get a job, or what is CPS going to do? Oh, you're going to have me arrested for wanting my rights enforced. Now, it looks like CSS, yes, CPS, yes, law enforcement, yes, they all have the authority to arrest me for informing them of crime. Yeah. Now, what do I do as a citizen of the United States? Oh, you're not going to let me prosecute you? You're not going to let me sue you for the civil liability of knowing that my sons are in the wrong grades? Yes. That my sister was in a picture in a Rotarian newsletter holding Legina? Yes. You're not going to let me sue you, CPS, for the knowledge of this county issuing two dissolutions of marriage? Yes. You're not going to let me sue you. Pooh. Now, when I go through CPS, okay, I want to know where every child is at. Yes. And then for all the children that you took from their parents, yep. I want to know where the protection orders are working. Yes. And where the garnishments are working. Oh, it looks like CPS has to see themselves. Well, I would think that if you took a child from their parent, yes, you probably had issued some sort of restraining order, yes. Mm. Child protection order, yes. Hmm. Quite possibly they had a divorce where they owe child support, yes. Hmm. I'm going to want to sue every employee of Child Protective Services because I did email each office of CPS in the state of Washington. Yeah. And all you stupid fucks have done what now is act like, well, if he says anything, we're just going to arrest him. We're going to arrest him for crimes that he didn't commit in Sequim, Washington. Right. We're going to arrest him for a crime that he didn't commit in Brennan, Washington. Pooch. We're going to arrest him for cyber stalking when I was emailing CPS for the last 2 years. Yes. We're going to arrest him. Poop. Now, I'm wanting to put in prison a large number of state employees today. Yes. Those in CSS. Oh, those in CPS. Ouch. And those in the foster care system. Poop. And I'm going to want to know who their parents are that you decided that you would take their kids from them. Yes. Because you said that they were bad parents. Ouch. They were abusive. They wouldn't. Because I want you to understand. That's a big right toe there. Child Protective Services. Now, for every fucking dog in CPS, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you, and I'm going to have you put in prison. Ouch. If you decided that you were going to see the children of those that are garnishments and those that are protection orders, poo, because you've been taking kids. Mhm. Because you had to get paid. Ouch. Because you had to have a caseload. Yes. So that the state and federal fucking government right now would continue to pay you to see the children that you've taken from the parents that were not abusive. Ooh. See, parents have a love for their kids that employees of the government don't. Yes. You don't really love them. Poop. In your mind, you have to have a certain number of children.